All right, I brought you the Fear of God Nike collaboration. Amazing sneaker, amazing. And I never did the review of these shoes, but the Fear of God and Adidas collaboration. And of course, I am going to do the comparison between these two right after this. A little series here that I'm doing, guys. Because, man, these are magnificent, guys. Run my intro. We'll get into the Fear of God Adidas immediately. What's going on, my YouTube fam? Hopefully you find yourself in health, wealth, prosperity. All good things. Yes. So like I was saying, I had to get it out of the way over here. I didn't want it right here because it felt weird if I hit the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But the subject today is the one getting interrogated. The one being looked at today is these magnificent Fear of God and Adidas collaboration. That, man, these are nice. Stop the footage right there because you can't get so much of it. I gotta let it run. Remember, you gotta let it run. But yes, besides that, I never reviewed these shoes. I actually wanted to bring a comparison between both of them. Off the rip, that I can say it's a tough one. Let me review this one for you guys, just in case you guys don't have it. In this particular case, yeah, things got a little ugly when it came to this silhouette and this colorway per se, but hey, things change. You know how life is. But anyways, guys, you guys are ready for this? Jerry Lorenzo. Are you ready for it? I don't know. You ready for it? Let's go. The materials and the toe box. The toe box is definitely an important part on this one. It has like a silicone on the top of the mesh. Because if you stay on the top of the shoe, I'm going to show you the whole thing right there. You can see the same exact pattern and you see how it actually separates from the top of the shoe to the toe box. It's identically the same material, guys. Doesn't change, but it has like a silicone on top of the toe box that gives it a nice contrast. Very unique. Staying in the top, shoelaces on point. We'll get into the little trickery of the shoelaces in just a bit. The actual middle where the tongue is at, that is all mesh, and all the way in the top, it actually connects to the sock liner. Just has a stitching going across it. Very thick stitching. Nothing crazy. Very simplistic shoe. Extreme quality. That I could say off the rip. Beautiful. In the inside of the shoe, it just says Adidas. Real big right there. The 3-stripe brand in German. No, I'm not even going to try to read that in German. Don't even try it, guys. Don't even try it, bro. I don't be sounding kind of weird over here. Back to the shoes, guys. Get into it. Now, let's get to the side of this bad boy right here. Because I didn't mention when I was on the top, that little string that you guys see in the top, that is basically to tighten up the whole ankle where if you guys are balling in these shoes. I'll get to the whole balling part towards the end because it might be a little bit of a surprise. But check out the side of this shoe. The big 3 stripes is actually where the laces go. Very unique touch. Very nice. The inside of those stripes, let's put it more, the outside is in matte and the edgings are in glossy, the same way as the one that touches the midsole of the shoe. Beautiful. Notice the material that is the same as the toe box, the one that's siliconed up or painted or however you guys want to put it. It's identically the same and it goes all the way to the ankle collar. Now the ankle collar is a little bit different than the front of the shoe when it comes to the material. That one is more like a thick nylon when it comes to the top. Very nice and cushiony. I like it very much. Let's get to the back. The back is where the swagger is at, ladies and gentlemen. The shoestrings, or at least the shoestring holder, boy, that would have been a bad tongue twister. A shoestring. The G-string, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Laces. And you guys see the 3 stripes on that little holder. I've never known the name of it. It's a little tab, I guess, shoelace tab. I've never gotten the name of this thing, But look at the swagger right there, bro. Look at that. I love that, man. I love that right there. Staying in the back, all it does is that it's connecting the same exact stripes that are on the side of the shoe is in the inside. And right in the middle, it is a corduroy type material going all the way to the ankle collar. And right on the bottom, it says, Fear of God, the stamp right there. That's pretty much like the clothing line. Going to the midsole, nothing crazy. Very clean all the way through. It has a little concave in the middle that gives it a little bit of a contrast right there. It gives it a little bit of a, let's just say, more visual when it comes to the midsole, but it's a very thick midsole, as you guys can see right there. Going to the sole of the shoe, very simple as well. It doesn't even have an Adidas logo. It has absolutely nothing. Yes, I have worn these shoes just so you guys could know. Now, besides all of that, the shoe is extremely simple. It's an extremely simple shoe, very simple silhouette, but notice the punch that it packs. This is a very impactful shoe if you look at it right there. Extremely impactful. I personally thought that this shoe was gonna be a lot bigger than what I ever imagined. That's why I ended up paying retail for these. I actually hit on them, even though they sold out, but I hit on them. And I guess they restocked or whatever they did, and check out the price now. Yeah, you can actually get them for one hell of a price. So, the shoe, I've heard through the grapevine that it is inspired by the Jordan 11. I guess this is something that was said behind closed doors. I don't know, or somebody spread it out there. Somebody just let me know about it. But it does have that impact feel that you could just imagine if this shoe was worn in the 90s. If something like this will come out in the 90s, or be out of control. But now, let's get into the sizing and the on-foot and comfortability. When it comes to the sizing of these Fear of God Adidas collab sneaker that is gorgeous, I say go half a size up. Mandatory. They're very, very narrow, and they're kind of snug. No beating around the bush when it comes to this. Go half a size up. And when it comes to comfortability, besides all of that, to me, it's a very comfortable shoe. Now, like I said, I have worn these shoes a lot. Are they approved for a theme park? In my case, that I've done theme parks with very uncomfortable, quote unquote, uncomfortable shoes. I still haven't given it a shot, man. I still haven't given these shoes a shot. Excuse me about that. But for now, they're kind of comfortable. A little narrow, like I said, a little narrow. I haven't worn them enough to break them in perfectly, but they are comfy, at least for what I've used them. Go to a couple places, go to the mall, stuff like that. Balling wise, I don't really see how people could ball in these shoes. Extremely stiff right there. I'm actually putting pressure on them, and all you can see is a little bit of the bend right there. It's not a very flexible shoe. I guess that's why a lot of people never wore them on court, or if they did, I'll put the pictures there if I get to find anything. And if I didn't get to find anything, all you did was look at my face right now and the shoe, and me holding the shoe in a weird way like this. Yeah, awkward. But hey, it is what it is, being honest with you. But the shoe is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like I said, I thought this thing was going to be one of those home runs off the rip. I thought this shoe was going to be a home run, especially when they first came out. This colorway, everybody wanted it. The all black, it was the one that was the easiest one to get in the beginning. This supposedly was the exclusive, the more limited. I don't know what happened afterwards because I didn't follow what happened. But just so you can know, you can get them for a great price. Now, of course, there's certain other ones that are very expensive, like the UM and Indiana and stuff like that. But that's a different story. These you could get for a very good price, and I highly recommend them. Now, what is the next step after this one in this little series that we're doing of Fear of God collabs with Nike and Adidas and maybe whatever else they come in the future? It's going to be the comparison between these two right here. The Fear of God Nike and the Fear of God Adidas. Which one will nail it out of the park, at least to me, and what would be the most logical to me? You'll be a little surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty surprising when it comes to these. But these are sick. Hot sick. Hot sick. Stay tuned for that one, guys. I'm gonna do the comparison video. And I also have a comparison video after this. Guys, this is where the shoes live. I think I messed up the slogan on it, but I got a comparison video between the Amamanier, these right here, that I actually never reviewed them either. I reviewed these, never worn either. Never wore these shoes. These I did wear. I wore them one time, and man, I ragged them out. And of course, this one does have its flaws that you guys might like or not, or just in case. But anyways, guys, remember, comparison video right here, review right here, comparison over here. Which one is better? You guys, both will be a little surprising for you guys. Till next time, everybody, I love you all, and I'm always wishing you the best. Peace. Updating. I ruined it.